On today's episode of Watch Chair Go, we are here with Josh's Austin Healey, and today we're gonna finish it and it should be ready to go. What is going on, guys? I am Watch Chair Go, and I'm here with Josh, the Fractured Rooster, and today we're gonna knock the rest of this thing out. Now, we've been secretly working on it for a long time, and it's basically 100% done. I think we're down to like the 98% kind of detail work here. And there's a few things I think we're gonna leave unless you decide to actually spray and cover that make those little door panels out of balsa wood there. I don't think it needs them.
They just need bolted in. And
yes.
There's a vinyl that goes behind it.
Which
is hard to put in because it's much...
It's bigger than the door.
It's oversized.
So you have to like soak the inside of the door with adhesive and then...
You get one shot.
Yes.
And then you have to trim the excess.
Inside the door.
Yeah, because it's oversized. And my hands are like bear claws and that ain't happening.
So then if you put that wood in, it creates a door pocket, which is, that's kind of cool. I gotcha.
Right.
Cool.
A map pocket, I think they call it.
I see. I thought you were going to wrap those with the vinyl and then... Which would be kind of cool too.
Yeah, I think they gave me vinyl for that.
That's something somebody else could finish in like 20 minutes with some Super 77, and then we won't have to sit here and worry about how good the work is. Because if it's not perfect, we're not, that's the problem. Anyway, we went through and gave it a quick detail recently. You can see all this carpet looks incredible. All the carpet's brand new. The seat upholstery is brand new. I think you've seen most of this stuff, but basically everything's working and wired now. Today, what's left on the to-do list? The to-do list previously was fix a lot of stuff, which we did. We changed the transmission fluid. It had a leak. Put a gasket in the transmission where it had a leak. Now, coolant, because there's a little bit of a leak out of the top of that hose, just a slow one. So Josh is draining the coolant right now.
We have a plug to stick in that hose.
The slug.
The slug.
The slug plug.
Yeah, it normally would have gone to a heater core, which the car doesn't have anymore.
Yeah.
The blower motor is unsightly. It looks like a humongous turbo or supercharger mounted on the firewall.
Gigantic.
Right where this indention is.
Yep.
It's massive. Then it's got like a dryer type exhaust tubing for the intake.
Yeah.
It comes way up. It's hideous, so I didn't even put it in there.
That makes sense.
What's the point of having a heater in this car?
There's no top, so there's no reason to have a heater. Defrost is always there.
Yes, it's a fair weather car.
So here's our to-do list. This is what we started with the other day. Obviously the hood is installed. The coolant leak is wrapped up as we speak. Josh is putting the last clamp on there. The slug's back in with a little water pump RTV, so that should solve that. Speedo cable, tack drive, polish paint hubcaps. Good there. Battery hold down? It's got a battery hold down.
Yeah, it's already done.
Okay. Cool. Well, that's basically everything. I mean, I gave it a wipe down with some Onar. Yeah. Oh, and we did the gear oil. No detergent now. So it's tack drive, speedo cable, choke cable.
Okay. Tack drive, we need the underdrive or overdrive gearbox for it.
Do you have that?
Don't. I know I've seen it somewhere.
Okay.
I do have it. Of course, I'll find it 6 months from now.
In your shop?
Yeah. They're like $95, so.
Yeah. No reason to buy another one when you've got like crazy money in this car at this point.
Yeah. But it's one of those, like, you've already spent this much.
Keep spending
$90 is like 0.5% more.
There is a time to stop, and that's now. This car just has so much money in this insane restoration that it's definitely time to go. For 13 grand. So if you want it, shoot me an email, shoot Josh an email. $13,000. Runs amazing, like a sewing machine. We've been driving it. Tires are so new. Look, here's how much wear is on the tires. There you go. They went on like a week ago. Josh just mounted those up. Comes with every spare part.
Yeah.
Every spare part.
There's probably $500 worth of parts in the trunk.
Yep. It is beautiful. All right, well, at least we're gonna go to the choke cable now. We're gonna have to poke a new hole in the dash. Basically, you just punch a hole in the vinyl, and then you install there's the starter cable. There will be one more for the choke cable, so you can do both without having to open the hood and pull the choke.
In the cable bag we go. What's this?
Say C? Boom, C. Cool. Okay. I know it's hooked up.
It doesn't work, right?
It doesn't, well, it's not hooked to the gauge, is it? There's our choke cable. And it needs a side mirror. Look at this, a brand new side mirror. Josh has the little standoff right there. We're gonna go grab some hardware and get this thing mounted.
Just like that.
Yeah, it's got to go up, I guess. And we are back from the hardware store with some nice chrome hardware to finish off this mirror install. From the factory, they give you these little chrome self-tappers, and there's nothing that it bites onto in there. I mean, it's just fender metal. Since there was nothing to back it up, we went and got some Allen hardware that's prettier and has nuts. So Josh is installing that right now, and it won't come off, unlike whatever this was supposed to be. Honestly, it didn't even fit in the holes. So this works out much better, and the mirror is mounted. We also picked up some chrome washers here. Trying to get in the way. And these chrome washers are going to make sure the starter and choke cable switches there, pull cables are more stabilized, because the starter one is already kind of flopping just a little bit. So the holes are just a little too big for the cables. So this is the solution to make it pretty and make everything work. Man, that mirror really makes it look complete.
I know those holes were so ugly.
Yeah, just random holes on the side of the fender. Now all of a sudden, totally good. Okay, I can't see. It's looking at the fender right there. Maybe go down just one little tiny hair. Okay, perfect. I got the side of the car. That's a good sight picture. Yeah, it's great. I can see perfectly down the road.
Oh, I missed it.
I missed a fingerprint. All right, you can see so well out of this car. You got the rear view mirror. You got your side mirror.
Or you can just turn around.
Yeah, you could just look around.
Full peripheral vision.
This is the best car to back up. The best car to back up.
And we parked underneath the worst car to back up.
We do. You can't see anything out of that.
No mirrors, no nothing.
Yep, huge improvement. Now it's cable time. So I put the washer on that one, and I also have the starter one undone, so it's ready to come out.
Okay.
And, well, it didn't take the nut off the bag.
Washers are directional.
Washers are, did you see that meme yesterday?
Yes.
I was like, I get so mad when people put washers on wrong. Like, I can't tell you how many bolts I've taken back out to fix the washers. So anyway, there's two little holes up in the firewall. We gotta slide these cables back through. Choke's gonna come through right there, that one. And the other one is going through a grommet that's over there that Josh is on.
There's so many grommets up here.
Yeah, there's like grommets for days now, because we grommeted all the holes. Wanted to make sure it was all pretty. Boom. Didn't mean to do that, did you?
So provocative.
All right, I'll hold this.
We might need a spring compressor.
A spring compressor? Good. Wow. I'm not holding too hard. I don't want to hurt the hood. All right. Oh, okay, you got it. I was like, I'll hold the spring underneath. Anyway, right now we're trying to adjust the depth where this thing picks up the hood latch down there. We just took this out, cleaned it up, and painted it. The little hood cup that aligns this thing side to side and front to back. So now it appears.
It takes a lot of force to move that.
Sure does. It sure does. I did find you have to shut this thing for real. So hold on. Just for clearance reasons. There you go. Nope. No go. Hey, that's much better. Awesome. Okay, perfect. So I found many times that I could latch it and then it would pop back up with just the slightest bit of force. So yeah, awesome. Awesome.
I don't want to pick the whole car up.
I know, exactly. I wasn't trying to just bench this car, but it happened. Cool. Okay. Well, the hood's perfect now.
Pop it.
All right, so we've got our new cable in there for that too. Right down here, the one that says trunk or hood. Sweet. We're gonna run that jam nut back up to the hood so this doesn't sit there and self-adjust while it's going down the road.
Yeah, that happens, the hood's coming open.
Yeah, the hood opens right up. Final test.
What, the 1 foot drop?
Yep. Beautiful. That's exactly where it needed to be. We spent a lot of time getting this hood right, getting all these body lines and everything straight. I mean, there was a lot of alignment time in that, but it worked out. I mean, it paid off, I think. So now we're gonna paint the Austin Healey logo. That was your next thing?
Yep.
Painting the AH here.
O'Reilly's.
Run to the O'Reilly. Get a brush.
Will do.
It's like the third windiest day of the year, but we're only gonna make one O'Reilly trip today. That's the plan. So.
Yeah, right. Good one.
Hi guys.
What's going on?
What's up? We got some satin semi-gloss black touch-up paint there. should be perfect for the Austin Healey letters. So the Austin Healey caps are coming off, and a little bit of touch-up paint. They should look brand new. You can see there's just little spots where the paint's not there, or, you know, maybe these were never painted from the factory. I don't know. Because those ones have no paint in them, and they look great.
I don't think they were.
So, but with the paint, they also look great. I guess we're gonna paint them. Well, this is a big improvement. Here's Paint Man.
Arts and crafts time.
Arts and crafts time. My hands aren't steady enough for this.
Yeah, some feedback. A little shorter brush would be much.
I've got scissors if you want to cut it off.
I don't even know well, it needs to be like an inch.
Oh, because like the point from your hand is way too far away, so you have to.
Yeah, it's very sensitive.
But also, the brush has to go to the bottom of the.
Right. So maybe a shorter, fatter.
yeah. Make the bottle. Shrink the whole bottle. Anyway, there's a finished one compared to a non-finished one, and I think it looks really cool.
The satin is starting to pop now. The gloss is going away. It looks a lot better.
Oh yeah. It also looks really good glossy at the same time, but 50-50. This is the one Josh is talking about where it's more satin. You can see that's what it's gonna look like in a bit. So this is basically the last thing other than the choke cable bracket, I think. Oh, and putting the badges on the front end.
Which are unobtainium.
I thought you had them.
No, I got them from some company in Great Britain.
And they never shipped or something?
And a week later they said, oh, we don't have those in stock.
Ouch.
Which I was told the mold was broken.
Okay.
And so they haven't made any for like 15 years.
Ah.
So there are none. None available anywhere.
Well, that's basically it for this Austin Healey. It's been, the day we were working on it the other day, the top secret day where we did most of it, I looked in my library and I still had our video from rebuilding the suspension, and that was 1 year before. And I know we started on it like 1 year before that because the suspension was like a way later piece. Brakes back together, pretty painless, honestly. New brake cylinders, like I said, a new bleeder. The crossover tube went right back in the factory one. It's a hard line. You can see we've got the adjusters tightened down to right where they touch. And now we're trying to get new bushings in this, which is the top hat there. Kind of holds everything together. And we've got the new bushings in the control arms. So good progress. The only thing is we might have to knock off for the night so we can go use a press to push these out because they are tight and they're not coming out. So 2 years of work or something like that. And the Austin Healey's about
2 years for you.
2 years for me. I know you've had it for 5 years before that too.
I think we decided it was like 9 or 10 years.
Oh, okay.
I think I've had this car for 12 years now.
Long time. But I mean, we took it from what, sitting on a pallet to what it is now. So it's pretty cool. Again, buy it, $13,000. It drives great. I took it out and drove it the other day to take these pictures right now. Painted hubcaps. What are your thoughts? Tell us in the comments. I think it looks a lot better. Really makes those hubcaps pop. And the rest of this thing is ready to go. Check it out. It's beautiful. We did end up taking the wipers back off because there's some adjustment like forward and back, and it was touching the hood when we were opening it. So we went ahead and just popped those back off. They just clip on and off. And I feel like it's just better like that. It looks clean. It's not like you're ever driving this in the rain, so.
Another like useless item.
Exactly.
A heater and windshield wipers.
If there's bad weather, you're in trouble. All right, let's see if the fan blows that funnel out of there when we start this up. Just refilled the cooling system, so it should be ready to go. Gotta squeeze in. Okay, here we go. Oh.
Sounds like a sewing machine.
Sure does. How's the coolant?
Still full. Fingers out.
Yep. Well, there you have it. After years of hard work, the beautiful 62 Austin Healey Sprite is done. As done as it's going to get, I think. Who knows? You always find something else you want to work on a car, and it does seem like it never ends, but I think we're actually calling that one finished, which is amazing. And while Josh was finishing up that, I was finishing up more things on RatVet. The AC was just, it was doing the flashing thing the white one's doing. And we're working really hard to sort the white one out. In fact, it's an entire video troubleshooting the AC system on that one because it keeps fighting me. But the green one, I was like, why don't we just charge it and see what happens? So I drug the AC machine over here, vacuumed it down. We paused the vacuum after 15 minutes for quite a while, and it was holding a vacuum. So I went ahead and charged it. C5s take 1.5 pounds. Hit the button, it instantly charged. Started it up and the AC worked. Amazing, ice cold AC on RatVet. I wish I would have had it last night because it's soaking wet outside and just a lot of moisture in the air and the windshield was fogging up and I couldn't do anything about it. All I could do was clean the windshield. So luckily I wasn't that far from home and I just stopped and cleaned the windshield like crazy and it was fine, but now it has AC. It worked out wonderfully. I'm amazed that the machine actually did its job. So I'm excited about that. The entire interior of this car is starting to look really good. And of course, earlier today, a check engine light popped up, P0410, and that is getting removed because obviously it has no air pump. So the laptop's sitting there and we are ready to flash it and this thing should be good to go. I took this thing to dinner last night, top down, favorite of the C5s to drive right now. Just a nice old man driving stock automatic. It rocks. You don't have to worry about shifting 50,000 times in traffic. So great. It just makes, from now on, I'm only buying automatic Corvettes. This thing, it's awesome for looking horrible. Anyway, that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, shoot me an email if you want that Healey or shoot Josh an email, one of us, and I'm sure we can make something happen for you. Don't forget to head on over to shop.watchchairgrow.com for cool shirts, not like this. And please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and I will talk to you next time. Project Winter sure is looking a lot like Project Spring, isn't it? But we are knocking them out. RatVet's pretty much as done as it's ever gonna be. The white vet's really solid, few little touch-up things. Axle's gonna be coming for the Atom soon, and we're gonna pull the engine out of the S4 and just rock and roll on the S4. I love driving that car. It's one of the manuals I truly love, and I really can't wait to get that going. I got KO4s. Shout out to a subscriber. He gave me KO4s the other day. So we've got big turbos for it. We have everything else to do the build, wheel bearings. That car is gonna rock. And I sold the Durango yesterday for a $5,000 loss. Worst deal I've ever made in the history of deals.